passed just all of a sudden. You were live. So, what's happening, everybody? I'll give everybody a moment to be here. Maybe I should pull up on the screen here. Probably going to talk more about Richard Jewell and Phish. Real into Richard Jewell right now. It's all Norm's fault. Just the endless. It wasn't just the Richard Jewell jokes. I wish I would have remembered more. Hey, what's up, Rocco? Just not every single joke, but every single update, there was definitely something that just almost had me in tears laughing. Sometimes always the most simple stuff. And then binge watching them like that, you realize that I guess I didn't realize he had so many reoccurring jokes. I really didn't know. I obviously remember the 96 Olympics and the bombing, but I did not know anything about the Richard Jewell situation until Norm started making fun of him, which is hilarious. What'd they do tonight, William? They win tonight or something? They got a chance to win the SEC tournament, probably, right? Although, kind of a stacked league in basketball now. What happened? They take a step back in football, and all of a sudden they're good at basketball. Although, didn't they have a bunch of ranked teams going into the tournament last year? I think I bought into it last year when I filled out my bracket. Didn't feel good about it either. And then they all pretty much tanked. Maybe not all of them, but I feel like they were a bit of a letdown. Not Tennessee specifically, just the entire SEC. What's up, Forbin? Probably going to talk more about Richard Jewell and Phish. All right, so we got a few people here now. Now, I don't know. Maybe you're like me and you never even heard of Richard Jewell and you don't remember it. Or perhaps you're like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I knew all about that back in 96 when it was happening. Possibly I did too, but I just like 100% forgotten about it. And I do think it's incredibly wrong of Norm to make fun of him on Saturday Night Live when he was doing it, but also very funny. Yeah, it works. I guess, William, whatever it takes. They'll be back in football either. I don't think I don't think they're exactly done in football either, you know. They'll be all right. I'd be surprised if they don't have a national championship in the next couple of years. I know, man. I'm happy about that King of Cleveland. You know, I totally understood when he wanted to bounce, but I'm also happy that he's back for sure. Yeah, yeah. No, he was accused of it, Forbin, but he was not falsely accused. Seemed like perhaps a little bit of lazy work by the FBI, and then obviously just some bad journalism, just running with the story without really knowing for sure. No way. He thought they were still on hiatus in 2025. Wow. Phish are back. Yeah, they were on the cover of Rolling Stone in 2003. Phish are back. Oh man, I think they're going to go quarterback, but I don't know. From what I'm just basing it on what people say. Um, I've probably seen Cam Ward play a total of one quarter. Now I have seen Shador play much more in college. Look, they could either both be total bust, both be decent. I don't know, but based on what people are saying, these aren't exactly can't miss prospects. But I do think, is Kenny Pickett probably the answer that they're looking at long term? Who knows? The guy was a former first round pick, but I don't think that's their long term answer. So they're probably going to take a quarterback at number two, but we'll see. People have asked, what are you keeping that briefcase? A portable PlayStation and an old Rolling Stone with Phish on the cover, obviously, and a copy of Pulp Fiction, just in case, in case of a fire. I grabbed that suitcase. Remember this one? Look, Still got this sucker, man. 2003, or did this come out in 02 maybe even? Nope, March of 03 this appeared. I gotta tell you, I was not thrilled with the cover either. You know, you're telling people about your favorite band Phish. They're on the cover of the Rolling Stone, and this is what you get. 50 Cent getting a mention. Phil Spector, Murder Mystery, some other things on the cover. Boy, some of the ads on the inside. Oh, our guy, your guy. Wow. What the fuck am I trying to do here? I'm trying to show you this one. The best Phish show ever. Townsend Family Park. I mean, that is damn. That's what they had as number one. I'll be damned. I mean, I sometimes think that myself. They got the Roxy Theater 93 as the Townsend Family Park 89. That is a really outstanding show. Roxy Theater 93. Madison Square Garden 95. New Year's Eve, yep. The Omni Halloween 96. Yeah, Big Cypress. New Year's Eve 99. I mean, that's 5 pretty good shows. You know, put those in whatever order you want. If you got something else in your top 5. But for a Rolling Stone top 5, not bad. Got Fishman with the vacuum. Trey and Mike on the trampolines. The hot dog, of course. Crazy. That's what was the big stuff back then. Picture of the first show. Wow. Almost 20 years ago, it says. Damn. So this magazine is older than Phish was at the time. When this came out, Phish was almost 20 years old. And this magazine is over 20 years old. Smells like a 20-something-year-old magazine. I've kept it in pretty good shape, I'll say. For some reason, I decided to cross out my name and address at one point. I don't know why. Was I going to donate this to a doctor's office? Doctor. How many doctors do you have on this planet? Okay, what was the top 40 albums? The Dixie Chicks, number 1. The hell's that number 2? Zwan. What the hell is that? I don't even know who number 2 is. Zwan. Norah Jones at 3. Chicago. Oh, soundtrack. Avril Lavigne, Kid Rock, Jennifer Lopez, Missy Elliott, Shania Twain, the 8 Mile soundtrack, Ja Rule, Nelly, Good Charlotte. Wow. Forgot all about Good Charlotte. Aaliyah, John Mayer at number 15. Christina Aguilera, Eminem, Timberlake, Coldplay, Rod Stewart, Tupac, Nas, Tattoo, Josh Groban, Santana, Queens of the Stone Age, Now One, The Rolling Stones, Audio Slave, Three Doors Down. I don't know who that is. B2K, Tyrese, Pink, Tim McGraw, Elvis, Jay-Z, Chevelle, Simple Plan, Elton John, and at number 40, Faith Hill. College radio, nobody that we've ever heard of. Local favorites, what's that even mean? Favorite video, top 5 videos on MTV, Queens of the Stone Age, 50 Cent. Stray Cats were from the vault. All right. Enough. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. I'm kind of ignoring the chat over here. See if there's anything else in here. 22 years ago. Real Time with Bill Maher. Daniel Day-Lewis. Whoa. Oh, this was around gangs in New York, I guess. Marilyn Manson, Britney, Alicia Keys, Lou Reed. Got a little pay. Lou Reed's got a page, a Q&A. Johnny Cash Hurt video. Getting some ink. More ads. Wow, 2-page ad. Win a trip to Jamaica. The Grammys. Ween axed from Pizza Hut ads. Just not cheesy enough. Huh. What happened there? When I think of Pizza Hut, I think of 6 pounds of cheese and shitty pizza, says Ween guitarist. Whole lot of sand. Robert Plant in the desert. Psychedelic Timberlake. What? What? Lane Staley's final words. Sad. How would we know? Wasn't he found alone, dead in his apartment? What if his final words were, "Oh, fuck"? That's fucked up. I shouldn't say that. I like Lane Staley. He was kind of the man, really. Road to Perdition was a hot DVD. String Cheese Incident got 1 star. I guess they put out a DVD. Swept Away, 6 Feet Under. Looks like a heavy metal book came out at the time. Rules of Attraction. Wow, got some desktop speakers. It was big. It was big in 2003, desktop speakers. All right. I promise I'm done. I'll put that back there for now and kind of look at it. All right, I should take a look at the chat here. Hey, what's up? Yeah, David, O-line, like they could certainly use a left tackle if there's a great left tackle. I don't know. I haven't really looked too deep into the draft yet. The smash hits. Yeah, and what's up with the guy from Penn State? Is he injured? Like going to require a surgery? And look, I don't know. I don't know if Travis Hunter can play both ways or not, but if he can, boy. And then if he legitimately does, how do you pay that kind of guy? Because he's, at some point he's going to be like, okay, well, I'm a corner and a receiver. I don't know. I don't even know. We'll see. It's probably why the NFL doesn't want him playing both positions. Hey, what's up, Abe? She's in the other room. She probably fell asleep. Cat's on the floor. Cat's in the bed. Oh, you saw Jerry. Hell yeah. Jer. I have not listened to any of it. Well, I did listen to the I've Got You, Babe on Larry Rules' channel. What's up, Dan Z? I don't know if they'll play I Got You, Babe. Phish will. I don't know. By the time they get it's over a month from now. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I would be surprised, but it's not impossible. I'm not ruling it out. But I feel like maybe the time will have come and went. Hey, what's up? Thanks, Dan Z. Appreciate it. Boom. Yeah, like I said last time, we got this, the pet store nearby has got catnip called Meowie-Wana. I'll have to record a video of them going crazy for it too. Although Rose is like tentative, Floppy just goes insane and kind of just bogarts everything. I don't think Kenny Pickett's the plan for the future. I hope not, anyhow. Oh, that's who Zwan was. Okay. That makes sense then, I suppose. Spies Like Us. Was that in there? I didn't see that. I guess they'll play Valdez at some point, I guess. I got my own shirt. What's going on over there? Okay, Frank. I got to check out Where'd the Cheese Go by Ween. Okay. What's up, Paul? What's up, Paul? Yeah, Dan Z, what's up? So I didn't see Cashew today. We were gone for quite a while today, and the neighbor sent me a picture. He was over in our driveway rolling around. And we were actually close. We were gone for hours, and we were probably less than 10 minutes away when she sent the picture. I was like, how did he know? It's like he knew we were almost home. How did he know? He's not even our cat. Yep, meowsy wanna. Hey, what's up, Nolan? All right. Even doing that, I probably still missed somebody. I'm sorry if I missed your comment there. I think I went through everybody though. And then I still don't know what is up with the live streams. Maybe because it's just like I'm not some big channel that's important, but I know that I see live streams that go on much longer than mine, have way more comments than mine, and it's like within minutes of the thing ending, the live chat is there. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it. It's like, yeah, I don't know. If I do a real short live stream, it will. The chat will appear there. You know, and these aren't necessarily made for replay value, but occasionally somebody does watch on replay. SE, channel member and big fan, he likes to watch. Even if it's a long one, you know, he watches it. And I don't know if the live chat is there or not. It's probably frustrating if it's not. I don't know if I know that one, Max. Maybe. I know a little bit of their stuff, but nothing by name, actually. Cool. You too, Rocco. Thanks for always stopping by. Appreciate it. And then, so we got way, that's all right. If we got off Richard Jewell, that's fine. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out, Frank. Should pull, because I'll write that down because I always forget. I don't remember that either, the Ween Pizza Hut saga. Some stuff at this point, I'm like, now, did I at one point know this and I've just totally forgotten, or did I never know this? Certainly with Phish, that comes up a lot. Oh, yeah, dude. Cashew's the neighbor's cat. My bad. I'm sorry. I thought you always, I guess I've never quite said that, have I? It's always been like the one eyed cat or the cat outside. But yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's the neighbor's cat. Ah, cool, Pat. Seems like it's either immediate or about 12 hours. I don't quite understand, but you know, whatever. It's okay. But it does. I just recently I caught a stream right when it ended and the live chat was already there. It's like, hey, how come I don't get that treatment? Hey, how was Dark Star Orchestra? And has anybody here been to the has anybody been to what was I gonna say? Oh, has anybody been to any of the Trey solo shows? Mm-hmm. All right. Oh shit, I gotta go back to me. I'm sorry. So much easier looking at the live chat on a desktop than it is over here. Yeah, sorry. See, I was just trying to read that, Dan. Oh, and I don't know what's going up with the thumbnail. I guess a lot of times they want you to go vertical if you're on a mobile device like this, just using the app, but I hate that vertical thing. Can't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. Turn into Mike Singletary when they want me to go vertical. Anyways, that's what's up with the thumbnail. So where we are. Well, thanks for the info, Pat. That makes me feel a little better. It does happen to everybody, mostly. Oh, cool. Appreciate it, Mason. Yeah, and yeah, thanks, man. No problem. It's fun doing them. It's certainly fun for me as well. Yeah, it just seems like that's a lot, right? Max trying to play both ways. But I mean, I would have thought playing both ways in college would have been too much at a pretty high level, really. But I just don't think he can continue to do it. This is yet another level up. Hmm. Oh, okay. I see. Danzy, you're talking to Jason about Dark Star. Yeah, I went in 2019, Frank. Yeah, and I have not checked out any for them, and I should. Yeah, I don't know, Harry. I mean, maybe, maybe not. Maybe I don't need to hear it too well. But most of the time, there are times when I'm like, yeah, this is not very good. But yeah, man, if you got a decent pair of headphones and you're listening through the Live Fish app, I think it's good. I think it's good enough, you know. And I mean, most of the time, my opinions are pretty good. It's not like every show I'm like, God, unless you're saying like, if I had a great system, I would think they suck and I would hear all the flaws. I don't think I would, David. Panic in Chicago. That doesn't even sound right. I know they used to always do their Halloween shows though in Milwaukee, which doesn't really seem like their stomping grounds exactly, but Jason also saw Dark Star. Trey's encouraging singing. Oh, great. Just what we need. More sing-alongs and finger snapping at Phish shows. Like at one point, it's like Character Zero was a sing-along one year. Hopefully, most likely, very likely Columbus. And then I don't know, nothing else for sure, but very likely Columbus. And then I don't know. A little sticker shock on the ticket prices. Try not to complain too much about tickets because they've always been pretty damn fair with tickets. And we'll see. If I wait until the last minute, I could still end up getting them under face. Okay, looks like Jeff is going to go see Trey Friday. Yeah, and I noticed some of the shows, like the cities, and they were hitting on the Horde Festival back with Phish in the day, Forbin. Yeah, it's similar with Phish outside of the Northeast. Well, then they do have the kind of Colorado region, the Rocky Mountain region, I suppose. And not even really. Is the Midwest where Phish is like number two, or would it be the Pacific Northwest? Also big in the Pacific Northwest, historically big in Colorado. I never got too into 311. No, Dan, I didn't. I do remember them, but I was never a huge fan. My dad dated this lady for a while. Her daughter was around my age, and she was super into 311. And I was into Phish. They're going to be at CU this year, Max. And then I was looking historically, not a lot of great shows in Boulder either. You would think, they've played whatever, 8 to 10 shows in their career in Boulder. You would think most of those would have been, 4 to 5 stars. Most of them were slightly under 4 stars for whatever that's worth. I'm going to dig into those shows a little bit. Maybe not listen to every minute of every show, but kind of give them a rundown and check them out just because they're revisiting Boulder, I suppose. And look, just because they did things there doesn't mean these shows won't be awesome. Yeah, you're right. I said the Rocky Mountain region, but really it's just Colorado. Although Nevada, that's somewhat in that region. That's not the Pacific Northwest. But I feel like although they never visit the Pacific Northwest, yeah, that's a little bit untrue. They do, just not as much. I mean, hell, they played Bend, Oregon. Bend. Nothing wrong with Bend. I'm just saying it's like a place up there that's not a major city. That's all I'm saying about Bend. Boulders are paid. Do you know about the Uber dog, Max? I watched some of that on YouTube. This guy's an Uber driver and he brings his dog with him. Everybody loves it. He gets great tips. In fact, I think that's all he does now is just Uber and make content for YouTube and social media. Seems like a pretty good dude. His name might even be Kevin. If you guys want to get on that subject again. I think Mary and I have talked about it for 2 days now. We think, yeah, Kevin Spacey, worst Kevin ever that we're aware of. Could have been like some serial killer named Kevin. Out of the three shows, Nolan, certainly one of them's going to rock, right? Yeah, only Vegas, if you count that. I know it's not necessarily West Coast, but it's pretty out there. Ah, nice. You saw him on the news, huh? Yeah, I figure he's a pretty big deal out there locally. Phish fans need to book him. Think you can book him in advance. I don't know how, but you can. Oh, wow. Who would Michigan have to play for me to root for them? That's a tough one, really. Huh. Now, maybe a scenario where Michigan needed to win to help Ohio State. Let's just say, we're getting down to the final couple games of the year, and Penn State's undefeated in the Big Ten, whereas the Buckeyes do have one loss. And Michigan's getting ready to play Penn State, and then Penn State has another tough game. Maybe something like that. That's the only scenario I could imagine. Trying to find, yeah, that you'd have to get unrealistic for, but just like something that's like fantasy, because I can't imagine anything. I don't know if I'm familiar with Kevin Sorbo. Is he a serial killer? That's a good question, Andy, but I don't know if I could really come up with them. And outside of football, when they're playing Ohio State, I don't hate Michigan like year round. Like one year, I definitely watched them play Florida in the bowl game, watching, like wanting them to lose. I was so pissed. I think that was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. But that was the only time I've even ever done that. Um, yeah, like I don't really look for them to lose in basketball. Oh, okay. Questionable politics. That can't be as bad as Kevin Spacey being a serial whatever he was, abuser of some sort. And then just to be like, awesome times past, it's cool. I'll come out. I'll come back. Oh, and then that was the other thing. Oh, I'll just come out of the closet. That'll make it okay. I mean, he just kept going worse and worse and worse. He's probably like Sam Rockwell, the guy from the Richard Jewell movie, the guy that I know but don't know. I think he was pretty good in that. Has anybody here seen the Richard Jewell movie? Am I crazy? Was that pretty good? I was expecting it to not be so good. Hmm. He looks somewhat familiar. So many actors like that, though, that I don't really know their names, but I've seen them in things over the years. Yeah, I don't know this guy. What's he been in that I've seen? Well, so far, I've seen none of these. How would I know? Same thing I felt about Sam Rockwell, even Olivia Wilde. I'm like, how do I know Olivia Wilde? Is it just because she's beautiful and she's like been on shows? Did she used to do the late night guy, not Conan, but the other guy that always had the women on? Oh my God, dude, this guy did some horrible movies. I mean, everything he's in has got like a 3.4, 2.9, 3.3, a 4.6. Supergirl, a TV series. So far, it's like his highest rate. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Now, not all these are movies, some of them are shows, but has Kevin Sorbo ever done anything good? Oh my goodness. Not even one good movie. He's been in like a million movies in the last, okay, God of War, I saw as a video game. Paranormal movie. He did an episode of Key and Peele. That doesn't count. Okay, this guy's pretty bad just for doing so many bad movies. Probably still not as bad as Kevin Spacey, but okay, we're back to 2008, and I still haven't seen anything that's like, oh yeah, I saw that. That was okay. All right, enough. Let's get out of here. Let's look at I'm missing the chat here. Let me see. Has anybody seen the movie? Am I totally nuts? The Richard Jewell movie. Thought the attorney with his attorney was really good. Kathy Bates was pretty good. Olivia Wilde was on House. I don't think I saw House. Or I know I didn't see House. With Jason Sudeikis? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Dan Z. He's been in some bad stuff. Rubber, huh? There's a movie called Rubber? Okay. I'm not aware of that one. Ooh. I would have to say, not now don't hold me to this, Pookie. But the 731, oh man, I do have some vague memories of the one at the end of 2019 now, because that was another one of the 1230 shows. Like, like for the longest time, I was always thinking like 1228 is where it's at. Really, 1230 is where it's at. I was wrong about that. There was like one good 1228 show that I always loved, and I just hung on to that date. But really, and things like that tweezer, I'd have to re-listen. I was getting ready to say the Tahoe tweezer because it's more memorable. But then I do remember, I do have vague memories of the but then it's not like that's the only good MSG tweezer they've had. I could be off. Wow. That sounds awesome, Max. I remember watching some totally unrelated. I remember watching a movie called The Car. I think it was just called The Car one time. Well, actually, I shouldn't say I watched it. I watched a little bit of it. It was like, all right, I'm too high for this. Can't even watch this movie. Probably tried to find Christine instead. So we got the Ween Pizza Hut ad, the movie Rubber. Uh-oh. Is that floppy? What you doing back there, bud? You coming to life? Uh-oh, somebody's coming to life. Come here. Why don't you come up here and say hi to YouTube? Time we go. 10:09. It's nice. They usually get a little food around 10 o'clock. Thought with the time change, though. Normally, they probably would have started kind of hinting around 20 minutes ago. Come here, buddy. You want out? Oh, he's yawning. I got a great picture of, I knew it was coming. They were sitting side by side, and he's super loving. Now, the other one's that way, can be mean. He just seems to be loving all the time. Like, he won't even scratch you. Like, every now and then, like, if he starts to, he's like, oh, my bad. The other one, I'm healing up a little bit, but man, I got scratches all over me. Scars even at this point. I play a little rough with her, though. She starts it, though. She'll run in here, like bump into my leg and then move away and like get real tall. You know how cats do that thing where they arch their back, and she'll start hopping like, what's up? What's up? So then when I get up, she takes off running, gets to the top of her tree, gets real defensive in the top of the tree, and I start kind of reaching at her, just doing this shit. I'm gonna get your belly. I'm gonna get you. And sometimes she gets me. The worst is when you just hear it's like, motherfucker, slam the door. All right, all right. You're gonna wake Rose and mommy up. Come here. You gotta make a YouTube appearance before we let you out, though. Was he up there? He wasn't up there behind me at all, was he? What you looking for? Come here. You gotta make an appearance on YouTube first. Okay. Show everybody how big you are. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna blend right in with my black shirt, buddy. Oh, he's not in the mood. He's just wanting out. What's going on out there that you want out so bad? This is where all the action is, man. This is the action room. All right, I'll crack the door and let him out. To be continued. All right. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm also going to write down Dan Z catnip video. Although, Sometimes it's what'd you say, Tom Lake? Tom Lake said something really offensive. I'm just kidding. I know you probably didn't. No, Cashew's all right. Now, Cashew, it's weird. Cashew really likes Floppy, the male black cat that's just like him, just a bigger version of Cashew. He doesn't like Rose, you know. Sometimes they can all be on the porch together. He wants nothing to do with Rose, and he'll get a little bit near. He kind of checks Floppy out a little bit. But then even he's one of those cats like he'll come up to you and want petted, and then then he's like, "All right, enough, quit touching me." He's one of those cats. Now, 2 nights in a row, I've seen a raccoon out here. One night, Floppy was like going. I just saw the tail going to town. I was like, "Oh, what's out there?" And it was a raccoon, and he just was walking like right by the window at about the time. And then I tapped, and he stopped and he looked. He even did the thing where he like stood up on his back legs. And then I like pounded on the window and he ran away. And then last night I just happened to look out there again, right at the same time as he was walking by. Not the same time of night, roughly the same time of night, actually. It's around this time of night. It was 20 years ago on a night just like tonight. What the hell was I gonna say? Whoa, why am I way behind on my own live stream? Oh yeah, he was just out there again. And the same thing. He started looking, man. Oh, could be part Canadian. Good point. You're right, cats are weird. We got pretty lucky though, because they're pretty social. Like they don't just completely run and hide all the time. In fact, a little too much. Sometimes I'm just like, leave me the hell alone. Why don't you go to sleep? Why don't you act like a normal cat? Why don't you go like hide under a couch or something? There's one of them back in here. I noticed the door's open. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to scare you. You scared me. I didn't know you were in here. Come here. He's getting camera shy now. Maybe he's checking out the raccoon. Hold on, let me look. You out there? Well, I don't know. I ended up aggressively scaring him off last night. I like opened the window and slammed it, and he ran, and then he just ran around the side of the house to the front yard. So I did the same thing, opened the door and window and slammed it, and then he ran to the backyard. I was like, that fucking cat, that thing better not be raccoon, better not be on the back porch again. And I saw him hauling ass all the way, getting out of Dodge, headed to the walnut tree. Yeah, he is. That's why I think maybe something happened to that eye. He had a problem with his tongue. He had to keep going to the vet, and they said he probably ate something. Um, One time there's this big fat groundhog on the ground, and he was up on the top of the fence looking down at it. I'm like, you better not, dude. You are gonna lose that one. That raccoon is a heavyweight, or that groundhog is a heavyweight. Cashew's a flyweight. He's gaining some weight. He's only like 9 pounds. The Flopster is about 14 and a half, I think, at last check. Said he's not overweight though, so that's good. He certainly is, Dan Z. Where are we at? Are we at an hour yet? I think we're over now. Oh no, 38 minutes. I don't think so, FZ. I mean, I noticed that guy had the check mark, like the official check mark, like he was a channel or something. But no, I do. The name sounds familiar. Hey, what's up, Dave? But no, okay, I'll have to check him out. Pat Finerty. What makes this song stink? That even sounds familiar. I possibly have seen him. I watch a lot of YouTube. Not to be confused with Pat Metheny. Cool. I'll check it out. I got a lot of homework. Maybe I'll check all this stuff out, and then in the next live stream, I'll talk about the Ween Pizza Hut ad, that movie Rubber. Any idea where I can watch Rubber? Just look for it. Dan Z, catnip video, and then check out some Pat Finerty, what makes this song stink. Yeah, I feel like I know that. I do think I know that. Wonder what he was doing here. Maybe he's a Phish fan. Has he got some what makes this song stink Phish songs? I hope he's not working on a new series. What makes this YouTube channel stink? Well, for starters, he shows his cat's buttholes regularly. I don't know. I don't think I know Dr. Dog. Mm-mm. You slammed the door, dude. Now you want out. This is ridiculous. Come on. Let's go tell Dan Z what you did. I want you to look at the camera and tell Dan Z that you slammed the door. Here, I need you to sit here and broadcast. Hi, my name's Floppy Jalopy. They used to call me Miles until I requested a trade. All right, I'll let you out. So I'll tell you, man. I got about 35 minutes of convenient streaming before I got catted. That's a lot of cat. All right, get out of here, butthole surfer. Was Butthole Surfer, did they originally want to be called Asshole Surfer? And somebody was like, nah, you can't do that. I've seen some of Rick's videos, but not a lot. But I'm more aware of who he is. That thing, it's something I got at a party years and years ago. I don't know. I just always thought it looked cool. So it's always kind of hung up in my room wherever I've been. I'm talking 2008 or something. I probably got that sucker. I don't know. No, I do not watch him, Dave. I don't think I know him. Oh, you motherfucker. What now? He's just going to do the thing where he's just going to keep pacing back and forth from room to room. I'm aware of Eggy. I know Eggy did the really good cover of Interior People. Would you just hear that door creaky? That's that sound? This asshole kicking the door open. Oh, okay, Dave. I did like that day drinking documentary. Oh, cool. He just interviewed Billy. I'll probably check that out. He's worked with, Rick's worked with Trey before, I think. Cool. Yeah, that is pretty good, Blast. Blast on. Oh, Dweezil tomorrow night. Hell yeah. One of the dispensaries I go up to in Michigan, they have a really cool Dweezil poster. I'm like, oh, nice. Not a Frank poster, but a Dweezil poster. I dig it. No, don't say that. You're not into that, Troy? You're not into Trey doing share songs? Hopefully it's not going to continue. I think that was maybe a one-time thing. How did he end up at that thing either? Or just, you know what I mean? It was like a lot of mainstream people, I thought. Yeah, we do, but it sucks here. The prices suck. And now they're trying to like backpedal a little bit and take some things away. Well, I don't know. I mean, they're certainly not what they once were, but I don't know if that means they've jumped the shark. We'll see. I guess maybe, and when we look back in a few years or whenever this is all done, we could look at a time and be like, that was it right there. But I don't think so. Now the Game Hinge New Year's Eve thing, I don't know. I love that they did it, but I didn't necessarily. I like the Sphere more, really. I don't know. Maybe that's not a popular opinion. Maybe it is. I don't really know. What did you guys prefer the Sphere or the Game Hinge New Year's Eve show? Although I did get a kick out of that sloth. Damn, I know, Spud. I've been wondering where you're at. You know, we just been chatting. Not a lot going on, but talked a little bit about the movie, about the accused Atlanta bomber. Went through the Rolling Stone magazine here. Yeah, you can. You can grow 12 plants. They're trying to reduce it to 6, which is still okay. But, you know, if you're allowing 12 now, why we got to go back to 6? And however many current dispensaries are right now, they're like, that's it. They want to cut that off. No more dispensaries. Only the ones that exist now, which is kind of bullshit. Like, I know the place I go up in Michigan, when I first started going up there was like 2, like all right in the same little block. Now there's 5. And what do you know? The prices have gone way down. I did not read Hillbilly Elegy, nor have I seen the movie. I heard it was not, I heard it was like, one of those movies that was just like trying, like Ron Howard knows the little buttons to push to try to win an Oscar, and he went for it. You have no sound? I don't know. Is your volume down? You're right. I know Indiana's way worse. I don't even like driving through there with anything. Now you're almost, yeah, you're basically surrounded by states, Illinois, Michigan, and Ohio. Usually when a state gets surrounded by legal states, they go legal, but I don't know if Indiana will. Indiana might be one of the final holdouts. Anybody, let's see, I could sign to Spud. This is me signing to Spud. Turn your volume up. Turn it up, Spud. Turn the volume up. Has Spud got volume yet? Maybe somebody type in, is your volume on mute, Spud? Dude, yeah, my dad, it takes me so long to get him into ESPN Plus, and then when he finally gets there, it's muted, and I'm like, oh no. I don't know why, like, the default for ESPN Plus is on mute. And then I'm like, well, and I give him, it can't be that hard. Yeah, go Cavs. He just sits there and watches the game on mute because he can't figure it out. One time he said he figured it out. I'm like, dude, it's not that hard. I can't help. Sometimes lately it's been easier getting him logged in. Now the Flyers' first tournament game is on Peacock Friday, and he keeps hinting around that he needs me to. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about Peacock, Dad. Sorry, you're on your own. He said he's going to call. Oh, you guys are going to love this too. This is such an old guy story. He'll still occasionally ask me if I get a newspaper, and I'm like, no, I don't get the newspaper. And he's like, oh, did you see Northridge High School had a really good basketball team this year? And I'm like, oh, no shit, really? That was one of the first schools I went to years ago. And then he played high school basketball there. And so anyways, they were in the tournament. They had a really good season. He was like, yeah, they played right here over by my house the other night. I wish I'd have known that. I wouldn't have went to watch them. I'm like, did they win? He was like, I don't know. It wasn't in the paper. I'll have to find out tomorrow in the paper. And I'm like, damn, dude. And I was like, you could just look that up. I was like, have you looked it up? I was like, you want me to look it up? I'll just look it up. I was like, do you want me to tell you, or do you just want to see it in the paper? He was like, I just want to see it in the paper. A game that was played on Friday night. Hey, what happened? A game that happened on Friday night. It was now Saturday afternoon, and he was going to wait until Sunday to find out. Yeah, they got ounces, decent ounces for like $40 in Michigan, Dan. And certainly, maybe he could just get like maybe Spud for city council. Well, I'm afraid my dad might be watching. Yet no, they did not win. They finished the season 21-5, which is a great season for them, but they lost, Wally P. Unfortunately, they lost. I know. And what's so weird is like the papers are even more behind. He was like, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's not like this game ended so late they couldn't get it in there. He's like, a lot of their stuff is a day behind now. And I'm like, well, they probably figured, anything that had like, they probably quit really worrying about the hustle. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe they don't even have a sports section every day. I don't know what's going on with the Dayton Daily News, or I don't even know if he gets the Dayton Daily. He must get the Dayton Daily. Although he lives outside of Dayton now, he's maybe a little closer to Cincinnati, but I don't think they would have had the scores in the Cincinnati paper. Maybe they would have. I don't know. Nah, Tom, there wasn't any. I've been looking at the schedule too. I'm looking for something that's either on ESPN or TNT, so hypothetically people could watch along. I just haven't seen anything, but for me, it needs to be on like ESPN Plus or HBO Max, something like that. I do not, hockey wizard. I do not watch soccer. I mean, maybe when the World Cup comes around, I might watch a little bit. I made a couple of World Cup videos years ago. It's a big thing on YouTube, apparently. I know I do. People like do it. I've seen some like screenshots of that, or like maybe they put it on a little thing. Yeah, like Susie Greenberg report to somewhere. I've seen that before. Maybe it was you that did it, Spud. Oh yeah, I think even the Dayton Daily News is ridiculous too. It's like $2 and it's like a couple of pieces of paper. I don't watch disc golf, but I've been asked to play a couple of times, and I'm just like, nah, I don't know if I'm afraid I'll get too into it or what. I don't know what it is. Hair's getting a little annoying. Getting long. I'm ready for a haircut. I'm not doing the super long shit ever again. Now I do know when it was real long and I got it cut last time, I was like, damn, maybe that might be it. Maybe my hair just like won't grow well anymore. I see, got this awesome part down the middle, just refuses to do anything else. Do a little flock of seagulls for you. Yeah, totally a rocker. Ah, Dave, that's I'm afraid. I don't know if I'm afraid I'll like it or what the problem is exactly, but I've been invited to play multiple times and I've just never done it. We even have one kind of nearby here. I could go over and play, like a course or whatever. Can't do it. I've watched YouTube videos though of people throwing some amazing shots. I guess they're called. Is that what you call them? Shots? Anybody ever hacky sack? I used to be a real good hacky sacker. No, I didn't. That was the thing though. Yeah, it seems like that, Dave, for sure. We'll do it like this now. I've gotten so used to wearing a hat, I forgot I kind of get annoyed with my hair. Yeah, but I'm ready for a haircut. Hey, what's up, Schmody B? Coming to an end nearly, sadly, for anybody that just showed up. We didn't get around to talking too much about the Richard Jewell movie. Seems like I'm the only one that saw it. It's just understandable. It was much better than you'd expect, though. Don't watch that TV show. There's some TV show. You don't want to watch that. You want to watch the movie. And then we talked about some stuff, man. Nah, man, no problem, Schmody B. You're willing to scroll back and watch it. If not, totally understandable. Did you nail the porcupine? Or did you like, I'm not going and getting that because of that porcupine? Oh, look who it is. Where'd you come from, dude? How long you been sitting on my lap? Let's move my hand down and oh, where you going, bud? Come here. Oh, he's gonna destroy the couch. Thanks. Thanks for destroying my chair. Come here. Dude, would you do something cool? I mean, that's what you're here for, really. I got nothing. Come here. Do something cool. I swear. There he goes. Thank you. Thank you for making an appearance. Try not to mess up my Phish Rolling Stone. I've had that for 22 years, kept it in pretty good shape. And then you come along and destroy everything all at once. How big he is. It's a big boy, isn't he? Well, he eats lots of fancy feast. All right, guys. Boom. Hey, what's up, Rick? Well, I always hate leaving right when some people get here. Dan Z, appreciate the donation. You know what, Dan Z, if you think about it, you've left several donations now, and I appreciate the catnip donations. But if you want to make a show request, normally I just do it for members, but like I said, you've left several donations now, and yeah, if you think of a show you'd like me to recap, let me know. And other than that, I think I will move on. Probably go watch some more Richard Jewell stuff. We'll start watching the real Richard Jewell now, you know? At the very least, you could read the guy's Wikipedia. All right, guys, boom, we're out of here. Dan Z, yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for being a watcher and a fan and kind to the kiddies. Boom. See you too, Zuda Lores. What's up, dude? Zuda Lores is here. Yeah, I've seen that. I guess I just been looking at your picture. I feel like I see an orange cat. I didn't even know your name was Zuda Lores. Zoot. Is it Mole? Mole. Mole. Yeah, well, you should hear me say rural. Oh, now he's gonna start doing cool shit. Open the curtains with your face. Come on, open it with your face. Yeah, there you go. Isn't that cool? They do stuff with their face. I mean, I ain't saying I ain't never done some shit like that, you know. I'll hit stop with my nose. You want to see? You want to hit me? You want to see me hit stop with my face? You want me in the stream with my face? I will. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh shit! I'm gonna report Dan Z. I don't want to do that. Shit. What happened? Yes. Yeah.